May the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
It's time to hear one of God's stories. This is the Sea of Galilee. And so many important things happened here that we need a small piece of it here in this room to help us tell the stories. The sea is a wonderful place, and the wind blows, and the sea becomes rough and wild. And when the wind is calm, the sea is peaceful and still. Jesus and his disciples were returning to Capernaum. Jesus and the disciples traveled for a long way, all together, all 12 disciples. And once they returned home, Jesus asked them, "What were you arguing about on the way?" But no one answered. They had been arguing about who of them was the greatest. And Jesus said, "If you want to be the greatest, you must be last of all. If you want to be the greatest, you must be servant to all." And then he took a little child into his arms. And he said, "Whoever welcomes a child in my name welcomes me. Whoever welcomes me welcomes not me, but God who sent me." I wonder how the disciples were feeling as they argue over who is the greatest of them all. And I wonder how Jesus feels when he hears them arguing. I wonder why they would not answer when Jesus asked what they were arguing about. I wonder what they think it is like to be the greatest. I wonder how they feel when Jesus says that the one who wants to be the greatest must be the last of all. It's time to light the Christ candle and hear this story from the Bible on our third week of Lent. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God.
It is right to give thanks and praise.
We'll read from the book of Mark. They entered Capernaum. When they had come into a house, he asked them, "What were you arguing about during the journey?" They didn't respond, since on the way they had been debating with each other about who was the greatest. He sat down, called the 12, and he said to them, "Whoever wants to be first must be least of all, and the servant to all." Jesus reached for a little child, placed him among the 12, and embraced him. And then he said, "Whoever welcomes one of these children in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me isn't actually welcoming me, but rather the one who sent me." Change the Christ candle. And know that God's love for us and the warmth and light is not just in this room, in this place, but in all spaces, in all places. Amen.